So when did you get married?
1924.
24.
In the parish church.
And you still lived in Hungerford?
Yes. Well, we used to, my husband, he was in the army, he come out of the army, and he was gardener over at Stannon Manor. Do you know where Stannon?
Yes.
He was over there 14 years, we went over there 14 years then. And then we left there, and we went up in Reading, Binfield.
Oh yes, I know Binfield, yes.
Yeah, and then we was there for 10 years, and we come back down here at this house, see.
Who were you with in Binfield?
We had a little bungalow. Oh, we went to Binfield Park.
Oh yes.
Jardines.
Yes.
Yeah, we went there, but he couldn't get... Well, I'll tell you why he left there. He left for private service after that, because he was called up, he'd done 5 years in the army, but he was called up on his age group, look. That was during the Second World War.
Oh, yes.
And he went to Reading and he passed. Of course he did, because he was a strong, healthy man. And when he come back, the agent, her secretary come down and said, what happened? And she said, he said, I passed. Of course I did. He said, if I'm called up, he said, I should have to go on the ground staff, the Air Force ground staff now. He said, I don't want to. He said, I'd rather do something for my country that's going to bring in something to eat or something like that. He said, I don't want to go out and just clean up the ground staff and Air Force. So she went back up and told Lady Jardine. And you know what, he sent down a month's notice for her.
Really?
Yeah. But that was in August, I think. We didn't get it till December. And that was it. But anyhow, he went to Reading, back to Reading, and told them about it. And he said, I'd rather go on the land. Well, he said, they said, what about the land, you being a head gardener? He said, what do you know about tractors and ploughing? He said, give me one, he said. He said, I was brought, then my father's time, he was a shepherd. He said, I was brought up on the land, and I used to go out, he said, and I never went about with my eyes shut. He said, I was always out with the men, with their jobs and that, helping them do a bit of something. So she said, I was never, well, he said, what do you want to do? He said, well, I want to do a bit of land work, tractor work, playing the fields now, getting the food in and that. I'm going to get out a lot of food in that. So, well, he said, you go back to the office at Bracknell and tell them about it. And they had the same tune, what do you know about it?
Yes. They thought he was trying to get out of the army, didn't
Yeah,
they?
that's what he... Oh, well, that's what he told him, he said. Don't think I'm trying to get out of the army. He said, I've done 5 years in the army. He said, and I liked it in there. So he said, I'm not afraid to go back in there. But he said, I don't want to go on anything just sweeping up and things like that. He said, I'd rather go and do something for my country and then learn food now. All right, he said, and you'll be here Monday morning. He said, we'll give you a tractor. He said, and a plough. He said, you go out to a place just outside of Binfield.
Warfield?
Warfield, that was it. And he went out there and they gave him a piece of land to plough. So he thought to himself, yes, you're going to come out and I'm going to put my heart and soul into this and you're going to see it too. So anyway, when they come out, the head bloke said to him, you've been doing this before today, haven't you? He said, I told you I didn't go back with my eyes shut. He said, one of my old uncles used to do a lot of ploughing, he said, and I was always with him. But he had the horses. I used to have to look after the horses. But he said, sometimes he used to let them have a go, see? And, oh God, goodness, he said, you've done a good job here.
Good.
Well, he said, I told you I could do it, didn't I? He said, you did. Well, he said, you've done it. Well, he said, carry on. And that's what he done. He
So he got in the land army.
Finished. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
And then was he after?
Then he won a certificate for cutting the most corn. Around the district, you know.
And did he, after the war, was he a farm worker or a gardener?
No, he finished with it then.
Finished, he retired, had
Yeah,
he?
and he come here, and he was down on the water down there for 12 years.
Oh, was he?
Water
bailiff,
Yeah,
yes.
well, he done very well on there too.
Interesting life.
What he done, he used to, it had to be done. There's no messing about with him.
Very interesting work.
That'll do tomorrow, that had to be done properly. He was that sort of man.
Yes. Now tell me about Hungerford. What is different now? You used to have a lot of fairs here, didn't you?
Yes, we had nice fairs down there. They used to be down both sides of the street, from the Barrow Arms, right, top of High Street, and each side, right down to the canal. And we used to have, a good evening down there, and the people from the different villages and all that used to come in. The place used to be full up. Maybe I was a good fair and they cut that out.
Do you remember Mr. Edwards at the fairs?
Oh yeah, I know him, but not I knew him in the...
He ran the fair, or one of the fairs, didn't he?
Yeah, he had the fair.
Yes.
He had some nice fairs there.
And
on the common we used to have some good sports.
you had Whitson Sports.
Whitson Sports,
yes.
That was nice. And then you should send the people up there. They used to put on an extra train, see, for Kintbury, Bedouin and that.
Did they?
Yeah, and the common was full of people, and we had a fair up there to finish up with,
Yes.
and the sports was over, and then people would take their children on the fair.
Yes.
That was a good day, that was too.
They stopped with the last war, didn't they? I think.
Yeah, that did, yeah.
Yes.
Well,
George Eat will tell me it always rained on Whit Monday for the sports.
Never on your life. Don't believe what he says. Never on your life. It might have been one now and again, but mostly we had some good weather up there.
Well, you should do it.
And the bands up there and playing.
Yes.
And that. And he said nice. Well, if he said it, well, I don't know where it was. It wasn't that common.
I think Marjorie Eatwell's got some pictures of Bridge Street flooded at Whitson.
Yeah, that was when
and then you had it down here too,
didn't you? Down here,
yes.
Could roll down here in a boat.
You remember when that was?
No, because we wasn't here then. We was away. But yes,